Hi friends, I hope you all are doing well. Today I'll take you back to the primary school of visual arts, the drawing lessons. I am Torit Mahato and you are watching Art and Purulia. I have a very close friend who has probably never used a pencil in his life except for the mandatory biology and geometry drawings in school life. A few days back, he was very serious in asking if he could start drawing and painting. I didn't know that he was quietly watching my YouTube videos. So I told him, why not? Art is a skill, it's something that can be acquired by learning and practice. He is thoroughly elated with my reply and has requested for some videos on basics of drawing. I got to know not only him, there are many like him who would like to start drawing and painting but do not know how to or where to start. Some feel it's too late to join the art classes. So, what I have decided is I'll be making a series of videos starting from the very basics of drawing, aimed at absolute beginners. Each video will have an exercise to do at the end, and it will be expected from all those following the videos to carry out the exercise before you watch the next video. And if feasible, post your outcome on the Facebook group Artists Forum Purulia. This is a group I have created primarily to discuss all silly questions on basics of drawing and painting. If you haven't joined the group, please join. I share a lot of useful tips in the group. Moreover, you can ask any art related question for me and lot of other experts in the group to answer, and also others to share their views upon. As of now, I don't know really how many videos it will take, but the sequence that I will follow will be roughly: first we'll get to know the materials what we'll be using. Then we'll talk of basic lines, shapes and forms and how do you observe for our painting, gesture drawing. Then we'll come to shading techniques, and thereafter the illusion of depth, that is, first part will be linear perspective, second part will be atmospheric perspective, and thereafter we'll deal with composition. These all concepts are actually applicable for all the forms of drawing and painting. Initially though, I'll emphasize on graphite pencils and then talk of charcoal, then colored pencils, crayons and other painting mediums like watercolor, acrylics and oils, which I have been doing in any case as of now. So let's get on to the first part today. Get to know your materials. I put in some details in my videos on basics of drawing. Those were my initial videos, which I did in 3 parts. Please watch them if you haven't already. And even if you have watched, this can be a good refresher. So I'll try and avoid repetition of all those information. To start with, you will need some paper, pencils and an eraser. Eraser should be used really sparingly. A thick cartridge paper is better, but even a photocopy paper or a normal notebook will do. It's important to understand the importance of holding the pencil. If you hold like a pen, you can make very controlled marks, but that's not the aim, or that's not what we want every time. So if you want to use loose strokes, hold it in between the thumb and the index finger with the pencil under the palm, and use not your fingers, not wrist, not even elbows, but the shoulder. But it depends on, of course, the size of the painting and the object you are drawing. You can place your little finger on the paper if you want some control. For slightly controlled work, use your wrists. You must be able to appreciate the mark making ability of various grades of pencils. So if you have various grades of H and B pencils, here it's nice to know that H is hard and B is black. So the more the number with H, more hard it is; more the number with B, more soft or black it is. So here you have an exercise wherein you fill up a box each with a different grade with same pressure on the pencil. Next, with the same one pencil, fill up different boxes using varying pressure and try and achieve the same shade. If you do not have different grades of pencils, just use one pencil to do the exercise, but use a B grade pencil only, at least HB, which is in between. Do not use H pencil. H pencils are too light, and if you use the H pencils too hard, they will indent the paper. Once you get to know your pencils, check your eraser and blending stumps. Erasers you get in several forms and shapes, but whatever you have, you use that. These blending stumps can be bought ready-made. They are quite cheap, or you can make at home also. Just roll up a white paper tightly and paste it. Then you can make it pointy by cutting it using scissors or pencil sharpener. Check how the blending stumps work. We try not to use fingers for blending to avoid the oils of our fingers spoiling the paper. But slight smudging with fingers also are allowed. How do you sharpen pencils? If you use a pencil sharpener, you get a pointy tip, but the rest of the exposed graphite is very little. For mark making, you not only use the tip but also the side of the graphite. So it's a good idea to use a knife to sharpen it and expose the graphite part slightly more. But it should not be so long that it breaks. But be careful while using these knives. They are generally very sharp. If you are a child, avoid this or take help of some adult. Okay, now that we are familiar with our materials, paper, pencil, eraser and sharpener, make some lines. Lines are nothing but moving dots. Make horizontal lines, left to right, lots of them. Then right to left. Then vertical lines, top to bottom and bottom to top. Do not turn the paper. Diagonal lines from left to right and right to left in both directions. Just gain confidence in holding and using the pencil and get the feel of using at different directions, different pressures. See the marks you are getting. All these, do not use short strokes. Use one long stroke, loose stroke. Next exercise, what you need to do is draw circles and ovals. Draw 4 points and try connecting them while drawing the oval. First, hover over the marks while rotating your hand. When you realize that the pencil will touch through all the points, lower the pencil. Draw lots of round shapes freehand. I want you to really loosen up with this mark making. Exercise 5 will be practicing hatching, cross hatching, multiple cross hatching, rendering and stippling. And the last exercise will be draw any object in your room, whatever you feel you can attempt to draw freehand. Experience the lines, curves and shape. If a white paper is not available for making the lines for loosening up, you can use an old used notebook or even newspaper. I'll stop this video here itself. In the next video, we'll see how using lines you can make various shapes and then create forms, and how you can correlate everything with a geometrical shape to make drawing easier. So keep practicing for the week. See you till then. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep painting. Bye.